Hello my fellow foodies, welcome back to my cozy kitchen on this nice rainy Sunday. So I have another recipe for you, and I believe that you will all be excited for this one because I mean it's cold, it's rainy, so we need hearty meals, right? Okay, so today's recipe is dumplings and oxtail recipe. So I'm just gonna show it to you all from scratch, right? I shot it yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday and it was raining the whole day and it was cold as well. Okay, so this is a recipe you can actually cook anytime, anywhere. And I mean Easter is coming and I don't know if that weekend's gonna be cold or not, but if it is, this is a recipe that you can cook during Easter for your family so that you can enjoy a hearty meal. So I've cooked this before. I mean, there's some post on my Instagram post, but I'm not gonna cook it the same way as I did back then. I'm just gonna explore in the kitchen today, so you will notice as you watch. Please do watch the whole video, give it a thumbs up if you like it, share, and if you're new here, please do subscribe. I will really appreciate that. I mean, I know my accent was not proper, but so for me to grow, I also need you guys to follow me. Thank you so much. I really hope you do enjoy. Welcome back to my kitchen. So now I'm just gonna prepare my dough for the dumplings. So we start off with a tablespoon of yeast. I just bought the normal Enkel yeast. Usually a tablespoon is the whole pack, but I need to measure it. This is half a tablespoon. Looks like I'm gonna need another packet. Just like that. And then I'm just gonna add half a tablespoon of salt. I use the Himalayan salt. I believe it's half, yeah? Okay, that's not a full half tablespoon, but that will do. And then half a tablespoon of sugar. So normally the sugar and the salt should be proportionate. But sometimes you find that there's just too much salt, so I just reduce it sometimes. And the warm water. So in here there's 2 cups of warm water. What I'm gonna do is just pour the warm water in this and let it sit until the yeast dissolves. And then I'm gonna add the flour afterwards. This is what it looks like. When it's dissolved, you will see that when you mix it, it will mix easily in the water. So I'm just gonna let this sit for a bit, and then I'll be back. Now that the yeast has dissolved, it will look like this. So I'm just gonna mix it in a bit, and then from here we're gonna go to the next step, which is the flour. Okay. Sift for the fluff, I guess. I don't know. So one thing you must note is that with every cup, you must just mix it in the yeast mixture, just so that it's simpler for it to come together in the end. So after every cup of flour, just mix. I normally do 5.5 to 6 cups when I do this mixture. But I don't know if I wanted that dense today because I'm gonna make dumplings, and with the leftover dough I'll just make some buns or something. but normally I make 5 to 6 cups. I mean 5.5 to 6, so I might end at 5 today. I really don't want it very dense. I want it a bit soft with a bit of consistency. You see why you need to sift? This is the reason. There's some particles in these bags. We don't know where they come from. So yeah, continue like that. This is 4 cups later, and it's now time to use my hands because this wooden spoon won't manage here. So I don't know if I'm gonna stop at 4 cups or I'm gonna add a half or a full cup, but let's just see how it goes after mixing with my hands. Oh, I forgot to mention something. Make sure that your hands are clean. So before I touch this, I went to wash my hands. Yeah, somewhere in the background. But please, make sure your hands are clean. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna need another cup. I mean, this is proper. This is actually proper. You can do with something with this consistency. But I need another cup. Like I said, I don't want it very dense, but I also don't want it flowy like this, you see. So I'm just gonna add the 5th cup. I think I'm gonna end at cup number 5. Let's knead. See what it looks like? Looks like it won't come together, but just keep going. It will eventually come together. I guess it's now time to take to the surface. You will see it come together very nicely when it's on the surface. And now we're gonna knead this for about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, until it comes together very well and until it mixes very well. So just keep going. And then I'm also gonna show you the pattern at which I knead when I do. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna let this blend in together so that we don't have any more loose particles. It's time. Okay, so you see, what you're gonna do is do with your fist. Knead with your fist, turn it, fold it, knead, turn, fold, knead, and you're gonna continue like that for 5 to 10 minutes. That was quite the workout, wasn't it? So this is me about 15 minutes later. The reason I'm saying 15 minutes is because I was kneading the dough for like 10 minutes and then I let it sit for like 2 minutes. In the meanwhile, I scraped off the leftover flour from this bowl, and then I added a teaspoon of olive oil. So this is where I'm gonna put my dough back in, just to let it proof. So like I said, I kneaded it for 10 minutes and then I let it sit for 2 minutes, and then after 2 minutes I went in again for 2 minutes. So you'll realize that after letting it sit and coming back at it after 2 minutes, that it's a bit softer and it's easier to manage. So that's how it's supposed to be. So now I'm just gonna add this in the thingy, in the bowl. But just try to apply some olive oil all around the dough. This is to avoid sticking once it has proofed. I'm just gonna put this in my oven. I actually heated it a bit about 10 minutes ago. So I'm just gonna put this in the oven for 1 to 2 hours. See you after, I guess, 2 hours with this. But in the meantime, I'm also gonna start preparing my oxtail. That's what I'll be cooking this with. Guys, I'm back. This is about 1 hour later after I put my dough in the oven. So I'm just gonna start with my oxtail. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put that in the pot. I don't rinse it. It's okay with its natural juices. transfer it that way. And of course the natural juice is the blood, right? So I'm just gonna add some oil. Okay, my stove is on 6. That's my highest. Some coriander. Cumin. Some thyme. And then adding some salt. Not a lot. This is half a teaspoon, I hope. And I'm just gonna mix it in so that the other parts that didn't get seasoned will get seasoned. And then I'm just gonna brown this for about 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm also adding some fresh rosemary leaves. So we're just gonna let that brown for 10 minutes and then I'll come back. While I wait for my meat to brown, I'm gonna chop my onion and pepper. This is a half pepper. Guys, the aroma in my kitchen. Oh gosh, it smells so good. Oh my word. Browning done. It looks good. Let me just show you. Once you look at that. And it smells good too. So I'm just adding the onions and the pepper. And then I'm also going to add this ginger and garlic mix. It also has dhania, which is coriander. Let's let it cook. Found some wine in the fridge. It's red wine. You can use cooking wine or whatever wine. So I'm just going to add that. I've never actually cooked oxtail with wine, but I see people usually do that, and I just really want to see if I can make a really nice oxtail with wine, because the one I eat at the shops has wine in it. It's up to you. So we're just gonna let that simmer a bit, and once everything is infused, I'm gonna add water and then also put my dumpling in, because I think the dough is ready, but otherwise we can go back to the dough now. In the meantime, let me have some cranberry juice. Yes. I can tell by this lump over here that my dough has cooked and it has touched the towel. But it's, oh gosh, won't you look at that? Remember how small it was when you put it in? And now, with the magic of one punch, it goes down. I enjoy this part. So we're just gonna mix it in together like that. Proper. Okay, so I'm gonna use some of this for the dumpling, and I'm gonna use some to make buns. Here's the pan I'm gonna use. got it from my mama. You know, every time my mom makes dumpling or fit cakes, she always has that pan of things, buns. So today I'm taking from her. I'm doing what she does. And remember, you don't need to make these bolikis big because they're gonna proof again. And then fill the pan. Yeah, I can't put one in the middle. I'm just gonna cover this and let it rest for some time or until it has proofed enough. Just gonna put this here. Now let's get back to my oxtail pot for the dumpling pot. Now back to the things that makes the pots to be done. Just gonna add a star cube. It smells so good in here. And then potatoes and carrots. And the reason I'm adding this is because I'm now also gonna put my dough in, and it needs a platform to sit on without touching the water, you know. Add some water. Just don't let it get to the surface. I foresee danger here. Looks like my pot is small, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Put it on the top like that. Like that. I'm literally looking for space here for this because I know it's gonna proof more, and then might touch the lid. Let me divide this in two. Okay. Now we close the pot and let that cook. Like I said, I foresee danger here. I think I should remove some potatoes just to make space because wow, this is not it. And now we wait for the magic to happen. This will take about 45 minutes, I think. It will just depend on, you know, the proofing. And since this is a glass lid, I will be able to see if it's cooked or not. And here's more magic. I'm just gonna bake this at 180 degrees. Let's bake. Won't you look at that? Okay. Besides the fact that I burned the top part, okay. I don't know how that happened. But just look at it. It's so nice and soft. It's still warm. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man. I'm just gonna put some butter on this and just eat it as warm as possible because it really looks delicious. Let me just grab a taste. And it tastes good too, as always. 45 minutes later, I'm about to remove my dumplings out of the pot. As you can see, I actually changed the whole setup. I took a pan just to close it up and the towel because it shouldn't be too open. And the reason for this is because I saw like 2 minutes in that it was already starting to raise and it wasn't gonna the lid, the space that was left was not gonna be enough for it to raise enough, so it was gonna be squished. So let's see what we have here. word, won't you look at that? Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna break it. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, it's 25 minutes later. Look at it. Clean. So let's just take it out. I like this piece. Oh, I like this part here. But look at it. It's so beautiful. Wow. Also, the secret is not a lot of water. Don't have water on the surface. There shouldn't be any water touching your dough. Take this out. Looks nice. Oh my word. Okay, there's just a little bit of water left. Just gonna finish this off. I'm gonna make some sauce or a soup. So if you feel that there isn't enough salt, you can add more salt, and I added some herbs as well. And you can actually also add 2 stock cubes. I just added 1. So now I'm just gonna let my meat cook for about 30 minutes until it's very soft, because it's not yet soft. Then I'm just gonna leave it, and then I'll come back when I make the sauce. So I just wanted to involve y'all in the cutting of the bread, just so you can see how simple it is to cut it and how fluffy it looks on the inside. Won't you look at that? Oh my word. Oh my word. Look at that. Honestly guys, whenever we eat dumpling, it has a lot of air bubbles. Not mine. My air bubbles are tiny. They're not as big as what we usually see. It's so soft. Can you see that? It's so nice and soft. For the almost final moments of my dish, just gonna add some soup, powder soup mixed in some water. So I had taken out the potatoes and the carrots because they were already soft. I'm just gonna put them back in because I'm almost done. And then I'm gonna let this simmer for maybe 10 minutes or until it's all good. But my meat is soft now, so in a few minutes I'll be ready to dish. The taste test. The bread nice and fluffy. This is so yummy. I'm gonna taste the meat now. see how it goes. It is nicely cooked and really delicious. It's so good. Yum in my tongue. Thank you guys. Let me go sit down and finish my food. Thank you so much for watching my video. We've come to the end of the video. It literally took me 4 to 5 hours to cook the whole meal. That's including the 1 to 2 hours of raising the dough. And you know, beef, it's oxtail, beef takes time to cook. So that also includes all of that. Thank you so much guys. If you do try this recipe, please let me know in the comments and let me know how it goes. Thank you. Bye.